So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Powers through. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the slot man goes in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bucs are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They go with Cunningham.
The tackle on the play by Miles Murphy.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off the play fake. Harrington. And the hook up to Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Cunningham. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Buccaneers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They run with Cunningham. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On the ball, now.
Now receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now they send a man in motion right. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big
touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
2nd and 11.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Harrington. And that is incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They go play action here on first down.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Come on. Set 79 Broncos. Hurry, hurry.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is brought in by Brown. Touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McPherson now for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Harrington. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
They have to. And look, so the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time. But
this is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 69 yards.
Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the extend their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. On play action, they'll throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second and 5.
His throw incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They'll look to throw here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Pushing his way through, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Back to throw again.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good try.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He has Hyatt over the middle. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Second and 9 now. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Cunningham. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. Ready? It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Pad the street. Pad the street.
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. McPherson on for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Harrington. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off play action. Harrington. And the hook up to Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And a short gain here down to the 22. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And the Rams getting set to go now. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of
NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows